A Fox 26 employee with a hidden camera waits in an examining room for the doctor to arrive. According to the state medical board, the only licensed doctor here at Maine Medical Clinic is Dr. Naseem Khan, this 64-year-old woman. But that's not who walks in to the examining room.
You have been here before?
Our employee tells him she's been having back and neck pain.
You just have back and neck pain, right?
In less than a minute after he walks into the room, our employee hears this.
I will explain to you about the system through which we operate here. Is that if you have taken any medication in the past, I can give you the same one. And you will have to bring me all the medical records relating to those medications.
Are you a doctor? Do you have a license? Are you a licensed doctor?
No, I'm not a doctor, you know. I am just a foreign medical graduate, and we do the examinations here.
He tells us his name is Mohammed Khan. He's not related to Dr. Naseem Khan, and he's never led any patients at the clinic to think he's a doctor.
I never said that I am a doctor. I will never say.
But listen to his answer when our employee asks who he is.
Are you Dr. Khan?
Yeah.
You can't understand why someone would think that you were a doctor if they say, "Are you Dr. Khan?" and you say yes, and you've got on a white lab coat, and then you start doing an exam, and then you start talking about prescription medication. That's what a doctor does.
No, prescription medication? What do you mean by I started talking about the prescription? And then I'll write on a prescription on my own, right? And I won't change it afterwards.
He spends most of the time with our employee discussing prescriptions. He even told her she could go out and ask others if she wasn't sure about what drugs she wanted.
If there's someone else outside who can tell you what you have been taking, you don't remember the name or anything, you can go outside and ask him or ask her.
After our employee declines his offer to go outside to discuss the prescription with others, he makes it very clear, once the prescription is written, there's no changes.
You were adamant about not changing the prescription after it was written.
No, never. I never write prescriptions. Whatever I'll give you, you have to accept it. I won't change it afterwards. Because a lot of people come here and they say that, okay, you have not taken anything in the past. And I give them something and then they go out and they say, change this to this and change that to that.
After asking her to stretch her arms and legs a few times, he gives our employee this diagnosis.
It looks like to be a musculoskeletal disorder. All the time they're saying by Dr. Khan, after me.
But after one last question about what kind of prescription she wanted, he leaves the examining room and our employee never sees anyone else.
Why shouldn't you have told our person, hey, I'm not a doctor?
But I'm not doing anything to that patient, you know. That patient was seen and that patient was treated by Dr. Khan.
That person wouldn't know Dr. Naseem Khan from Adam. She never saw her. She never saw Dr. Naseem Khan. She saw you. She only saw you.
I cannot believe that.
He told us to come back the next day. He would watch our undercover tape. He and Dr. Khan would explain everything. But when we return, Mohammed is nowhere around.
What would you like to know from me?
We show the real Dr. Khan just a few minutes of the undercover tape.
Is that acceptable to you?
No.
That's not acceptable to you.
And I cannot answer after that. It's not acceptable.
With that, 2 men in the clinic told us we needed to leave. The Texas Board of Medical Examiners is aware of our undercover investigation and tell us they're very interested in taking a look at what we've uncovered. Randy Wallace, Fox 26, investigates.